week's edition of the Toss Around, I went up to Marietta, where a quarterback competition has been taking place between Drew Warden and Kinzyn Lutchmansingh.
So is this your first year playing varsity football?
Yes.
Now, what's that being like coming in as a sophomore still, as an underclassman, as a younger guy, and getting that opportunity to play varsity
That's
football?
me.
I mean, it's going to be a lot more competition, a lot bigger guys. I mean, I don't think it's going to change how much I'm going to try to play my hardest, but, I mean, it's just going to be a lot more fun.
Kinzyn, how about you?
Definitely a lot scarier coming in, especially as a freshman, from middle school ball to high school football as a varsity. It's definitely going to be a lot more competition, but as he said, it's not going to be changing the way I play at all. Also, I got a bunch of great teammates that'll help along the way.
You are our first and maybe only QB competition this year, so kind of tell me what that's been like throughout the summer.
I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun just competing with him because, I mean, I've had a lot of other sports in the way this summer, so it's going to be hard coming back and trying to get that starting spot. But honestly, overall, this is going to be a really good season.
It's definitely going to be fun, but like he said, it's going to be fun. I also play a couple other sports, so having those also and coming to football, trying to get that starting spot.
Now, stepping into freshman year, what's kind of the big adjustment for you?
Just the speed of the game and how fast the game's going to go and working on my reads and everything like that. But other than that, I'd say it'll be about the same.
Honestly, I think it's going to be a lot different because we changed our play style a lot to a lot of misdirection. So it's a lot more strategized plays and a lot of new formations. So I got to work hard and make sure to concentrate most of my time during the summer.
What has been the most stressful part about this competition so far?
I would say having your receivers like you the most, basically. It's really hard to explain, but, I mean, a lot more chemistry between the players and getting to know them better. I mean, you'd fit a lot more well in a game situation if you have people that you can trust and play with a lot easier, if you're trying to get what I'm saying.
I mean, building that relationship, as long as, how I see it, as long as you're cool with them, they'll be cool to you. But it is definitely going to be hard because, I mean, there's 10 of them that you have to gain their trust and also be nice to them, all 10 of them, even if you have some difficulties doing that. So.
Now, a QB competition also makes you better as a player because you're constantly pushing yourself. So, how has Drew brought out the best in you as a player?
Just by pushing me to, he's really good at throwing, so trying to beat him by throwing the ball farther and just getting it there more accurate and just working towards that. But it's definitely helped a lot with him being pretty good at throwing and me being way better at running. So it's definitely helped.
Drew, how about you?
A lot of footwork that's come into play with his really good running style, and he's pushed me to throw a lot better than I had last year because of how good he is throwing. So it would be really good competition.
All right, now, no matter who wins, one of you guys is still going to be there, still helping out. So we'll start off. I don't know, whoever wants to start. I won't pick somebody. Whoever wants to start, if you don't come out of this on top as a starter, how do you feel being the backup is still helping out?
You want me to go? Alright. Well, it would be disappointing, but, I mean, I would still help out my teammates as much as I could and drive to get that starting spot as hard as I can. I mean, it's all about, it's really mentality, too. It's physically and mentally. It's really all it's about.
It would definitely be disappointing, but as long as I'm there helping and being able to help out my teammates also, and I'm just going to keep striving for that starter spot. at all times.
That does for sports. We're going to keep an eye on Drew and Kinzyn's QB competition as the training camp progresses. But when we come back, Sarah will have one last look at the weather.